How tanky can you get in Terraria? Well, the maximum defense that you can have in Terraria is 208 in Master Mode by equipping the Solar Flare Helmet, Solar Flare Breastplate, Valhalla Knight's Greaves, Hero Shield, Flesh Knuckles, and the rest of the accessories you see here on the screen, as well as taking potions and additional buffs. Today I want to focus on a high defense and high damage reduction build that's perfect for fighting Moolord and other endgame entities, a build that has tons of defense and up to 97% possible damage reduction. Insane, right? I'll split this video into 3 sections: armor, accessories, and other. At the end of the video, I'll also show how powerful the defense and damage reduction are by testing it against the Moonlord's death ray. If you enjoy these loadout recommendation videos, make sure to leave a like on this video. Now without further ado, let's get into it. First up, armor. There are 2 possibilities: either the full set of Beetle armor with the Beetle shell equipped, or the Hallowed Mask, Beetle shell, and Valhalla Knight's Greaves from the Tavern Keep. The full set of Beetle armor with the shell gives 73 defense and provides a set bonus of up to 45% damage reduction if the player avoids taking damage for long enough. The Hallowed Mask build, on the other hand, provides the player with 80 total defense, so 7 more defense overall, although no damage reduction from the set bonus. For this video, I'm going to stick to the full set of Beetle armor because I like the damage reduction effect, although you can choose whichever armor build is more convenient for you since they're not that different. Now to make the full Beetle armor, you'll need exactly 54 chlorophyte bars, aka 270 ore, 3 turtle shells, and 18 Beetle Husks. The chlorophyte bars are very easy to get. Just mine chlorophyte ore in the underground jungle post mechanical bosses. Craft and drink a Splunker potion if you're having trouble. The next ingredient, 3 turtle shells, is the most frustrating to get in my opinion. Turtle shells have an 8.33% chance of dropping from giant tortoises in the jungle, meaning you'll have to beat about 12 to get 1 turtle shell and 36 to get 3 of them. They're strong and fast enemies, so make sure you're prepared. And yes, I did just get 2 turtle shells from 2 turtles. Lastly, the 18 Beetle Husks can be obtained from Golem in the Lizard Temple. He drops 18 to 23 husks in expert and master modes, so you'll only need to beat him 1 time. If you're in normal mode, he only drops 4 to 8 husks, so you'll have to beat him a couple times. After you have all the ingredients, craft the 54 chlorophyte bars and turtle shells together to make turtle armor, then mix each turtle armor piece with beetle husks to make the full beetle armor. Make sure to craft the beetle shell and not the scale mail to max out defense and damage reduction. I'm going to set up a defense and damage reduction counter in the top right of the screen to add up how much we're getting over the course of the video. For the set bonus of the beetle armor, not taking damage for 9 seconds will lead to 45% damage reduction, plus the full beetle armor with the shell gives 73 defense, so let's add those numbers up top. Second, we have accessories. You get 5 in normal mode, 6 in expert, and 7 in master. I'm gonna go over 7 of them since master mode is the hardest mode in Terraria, although you can leave 1 or 2 out if you're in normal or expert. Here's all 7 of them shown on the screen right now if you want to pause and take a look for yourself. First is the Celestial Shell, a simple one. This accessory is perhaps one of the greatest in Terraria because it buffs almost every aspect of your player, offering damage, life regen, minion, melee, movement, and even swimming boosts. But most importantly, it offers 4 defense in the daytime and 7 defense during the night. If you want to learn how to craft it, check out the short video I linked in the description below. Second and third are the Frozen and Hero Shield. They're both made by mixing the Paladin Shield with another accessory, the Frozen Turtle Shell for the Frozen Shield and the Flesh Knuckles for the Hero Shield. The Frozen Shield provides 6 defense and grants 25% decreased damage taken to the player when under 50% health. The Hero Shield provides 10 defense and causes enemies to target you more. Both accessories also redirect 25% of damage dealt to another player in the world if you're in multiplayer, which makes them both a lot more useful when playing with other people. Fourth is the Ankh Shield. I'm not going to explain how to craft it because you can see from this picture it's a lot of work. However, the Ankh Shield is great for survivability endgame because it offers 4 defense and immunity to most debuffs in the game, including knockback, which is necessary. If it's not worth the grind for you, swap it out with the Shield of Cthulhu, Obsidian Shield, or even the Brain of Confusion, since it allows you to dodge attacks and therefore increases tankiness and survivability. Fifth is the Berserker's Glove, which is made by combining the Power Glove with the Flesh Knuckles and provides a player with 8 defense and a variety of other melee buffs. The Power Glove is made by mixing the Pharaoh Claws and Titan Glove, and the Flesh Knuckles are dropped by the Crimson Mimic with a 20% chance. Sixth is the Worm Scarf, which is a guaranteed drop from the Eater of Worlds in Expert and Master mode. It provides the player with a massive 17% damage reduction, which is very useful. If you don't have the Corruption, make a small world in Expert mode and defeat the Eater of Worlds there. Seventh, and lastly, is the Master Ninja Gear. You may be surprised to see this accessory on the list, but it's because of the dodge chance. You could use something that gives defense like the Obsidian Shield instead, or something that gives more mobility like Wings and Terraspark boots, although the dodge chance by the Master Ninja Gear gives the possibility to tank any attack in the game, except certain insta-kill attacks. It's made by combining the Tabby from the Post-Planetary Dungeon with the Shoe Spikes and Climbing Claws, which can be found early game. Equipping all these accessories increases our defense and damage reduction by 35 and 42% respectively, so let's add those numbers to the counter up top. Third, let's go over some extra defense boosters. Make sure you reforge all your accessories to Warden with a Goblin Tinkerer. It may be costly, but it's definitely worth it. If you're low on want money, just farm Brain of Cthulhu's or Eater of Worlds and sell all the loot. Warding and all 7 accessories would mean 28 more defense. Get 3 bottles of water and make 3 potions, Endurance, Life Force, and Iron Skin. You'll need an armored cavefish from the caverns with Blink Root for Endurance, Prismite from the Hallow, Moonglow, Shiverthorn, and Waterleaf for Life Force, and 1 Daybloom with 1 Iron or Lead Ore for Iron Skin. This adds 10% damage reduction, 20% more health, and 8 extra defense to the player. Get a Life Crystal and Life Fruit from the underground caverns and jungle and throw it into the shimmer to make the Vital Crystal and Aegis Fruit. The Vital Crystal increases health regen by 20%, and the Aegis Fruit increases defense by 4 permanently. If you haven't found the shimmer, check out the video I linked in the description below to find it quickly. Eat food that will give you the exquisitely stuffed buff. The 2 easiest foods that will give you this buff are BBQ ribs and burgers. The first can be obtained from many enemies in the post-planetary dungeon with a 5 to 15% chance, and the second can be obtained from Eaters of Souls and Criminaires with a 1% chance. If you're watching this video when it got published, it's also Christmas time, so you can farm presents for Christmas pudding, gingerbread cookies, and sugar cookies, all which will give you the exquisitely stuffed buff, which will give you 4 extra defense and many other boosts. Last but not least, get the bass statue from fishing or looting in the underground desert. Place it nearby and increase your defense by 5. Adding up everything we get from this section, we have an additional 49 defense and 10% damage reduction all around, so let's add those numbers to the top. Now that we've gone over everything, let's do the Moonlord test. Here's me without any armor taking a hit from the Moonlord, with 0 defense and damage reduction. As expected, I take tons of damage and die within 2 hits, the death rate doing 308 damage. Now here's what we've all been waiting for. Here is me with the full loadout I've outlined in today's video, armors, accessories, and all other items. To my surprise, I actually took very little damage by the Moonlord. Before I took 308, and now 1 hit of the death rate only did 81 damage, which is a huge reduction. And as you can see, I'm barely even taking damage by the Moonlord and his other attacks. I'm literally sitting here and doing nothing, and I'm able to tank the Moonlord for a whole 40 seconds versus instantly dying before. He's barely able to hurt me, only the death rate does a decent amount of damage, and that's easiest to dodge. This loadout literally mitigates all projectiles and makes you almost invincible against his attacks. You can't lose. And that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I loved making it. This build has been a favorite of mine for a while because of how easy it makes endgame Terraria. I'm definitely more of a glass cannon player because doing so much damage is simply so satisfying, but this tank build is undoubtedly godly. Leave a like for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.